Yeah, I mean, look, and we're talking here about the abortion bill for sure, but also about voting rights and about guns and about their policies on the border. Greg Abbott was down there with all these Republican governors on the border, rolling out Panzer tanks and Huey helicopters to show how tough he is. And the question, Nicole, you know, here in Texas, a state you know well, has been for a long time, what was going to make this state competitive? What's going to make this state blue? And the argument of the reason that we know why Matthew Dad's in this race. He thinks that running in Texas is that democracy is at stake, and that this is a target. This is the way you got to try to win. To keep our democracy is to beat anti-Democrats and anti-democratic forces like Governor Abbott and like Lieutenant Governor Patrick. And I think what is interesting to Cecile's point about accountability is this onslaught of far-right legislation here that has created this perception outside the state that Texas has gone bonkers, and inside the state that Matthew believes there's this widespread sense of we're embarrassed, has done a crazy thing. Matthew Dowd's running in a lieutenant governor's race. I've never seen a lieutenant governor's race in my life covering politics that's been nationalized. Like, most Americans don't even know who their own lieutenant governor is, let alone who the lieutenant governor of another state is. But Matthew's going to raise money all over the country because people all over America think that Dan Patrick is the devil. And that tells you that when this race here gets nationalized, fully nationalized, and next year Beto O'Rourke is running against Greg Abbott, and maybe Matthew Dowd is running against Dan Patrick, the level of media attention, the amount of money, the stakes are going to be sky high. We'll never see, I don't think we'll have seen anything like it, what's going to happen next year in Texas, where it will have the flavor and the intensity of a presidential campaign, I think. And that is the way, ultimately, if accountability is going to come, that Cecile's talking about, that's the path to it, making people realize that there's that much on the line.